Good morning, sunshine. I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tori. We are starting our morning pretty standard here, and we are going to make some hummingbird feed. So you just need water and sugar. Just leave out all the fancy sugar you may have on your countertop and use plain white sugar. All of those other ones might have a bit too much iron and nutrients for your hummingbirds, but moral of the story, you don't need to go out and buy the fake dye. You could just make it here on the stove. I'm excited because I am going to put this hummingbird feed into our brand new hummingbird feeder. It is a smart feeder, so big shout out to BBP Eco. I'm excited because they sent me this awesome smart hummingbird feeder. I've never had anything like this. It has a app that goes onto my phone and a live feed, so it shows motion on this camera and it can identify so many types of hummingbirds. So I'm going to get this set up here and chat about this product, and of course I will have everything linked in the description box. But again, I'm just so grateful. I've never had anything like this, and it just brought us so much joy putting this together, and just sitting here anticipating the arrival of these hummingbirds has been the highlight of our morning. So if you're like me, this may actually be perfect for a belated Mother's Day present. I know we may be a bit late here, but everyone always wants a fun gift, and I think this one is super unique. It does have multi-user sharing, so you can download the app with a friend or family member and share your footage with them. I know my family is going to love that. There's bird detection like we talked about. You can do cloud storage, and the camera is a 2K HD camera, which it's pretty good quality, to be honest with you. It is going to be waterproof, and it does have the green design. You will see when I have it set up here, it charges by solar, and it keeps track of that on the app itself. So I will show you some screen recordings of me going through how I open the app and how it picks up on detection from different activity throughout the yard. Full disclosure and safety warning here, this is made of glass, but it is so durable. I am impressed with really how well made this is, but I did add my hummingbird feed into the glass warm, so that's why I was holding it with my sweatshirt. You probably shouldn't do that. I did allow just a little extra room there, but it did take 4 cups. So that ratio was 4 cups of water to 1 cup of your sugar, and then I just added my flowers. It comes with multiple flowers here, and then it also comes with a hanger that has this little moat in it, and you're going to want to fill that up with water as well. That is for ants, and I have found at this new property ants have been an issue, so having that moat has been incredibly helpful because you don't want those ants taking over all of that good feed that you made for your hummingbirds. So as you can see, motion detection here, that's me and the girls setting it up inside, and then you will see some still shots. I have not had any hummingbirds as of today, but we are very excited that they are coming because we have seen oh so many around our yard, and we've just never had the proper setup for them. So again, everything will be linked in the description box down below. I'm super excited to see what hummingbirds we will see this season.
Good morning, Turks. Hi, not so tiny ducklings. How are you, little peeps? You want some more water? I see you dumped it out. Look at this egg.
They're chickens. What eggs do they make?
Good morning. Hey, girls. Hi, chicks. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right. Oh, my gosh. Unleash. Are you gonna come out? Hello. I just have to. Okay. Wait, come on. I promise I promise we feed them. The jumbo pecans act like they're starving constantly. I probably feed them like 4 bowls of this a day, which is excessive, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is their little water jug that I did for them, just so they're not so messy. So let's get you new water. There you go. Can you drink some water, please? Always have to have water next to ducks and their food, just so they can get their entire bill into that water. My ducks haven't figured it out yet, but Operation Put That Together is in full swing. Nope, not the poop water. Sick. Squints, come on. Look, yep, see? Wendy got it. There we go. Just until Squints. Good morning, girls. The barred rocks, those black ones there, are getting their little white spots. They're so sweet. And the sapphire gems are the gray ones, and they're really interesting. I've never had a sapphire gem. And that's an olive egg or drink in there. So cute. Dark green eggs. Can't wait. Easter it. The turkey was just there, strutting around.
When they put their
Alrighty, quick run coop update. I don't know what to call it. The kids are in there playing. I think everybody's okay. Anyways, I don't know. I think right now it looks how it looks, you know. The doorway definitely needs the chicken wire in there. Okay, crisis averted. Anyways, you know, I think for the value and the price, this is a good beginner run, unless you're buying, you know, all the lumber and doing it yourself. Prefabs work, but I think you can add on to this. So I don't really mind the zip ties kind of sticking out there, but I did just reinforce it for the night with this little black fence that we had around it. Again, this is more for predator proofing during the day. I really feel like the coops themselves are rock solid and they will attach to the back here. So tomorrow, I ran out of zip ties, so that's why I couldn't do this door today. But tomorrow, the goal is to make that skirt I've talked about with the hardware cloth, and then do some planter boxes around the sides, and then start planting, so at least the bottom of it is covered. And then we'll start going in and framing each pole. Someone asked me what I meant. I think I'm saying it right. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the frame of it where the metal is, I'm gonna just put cedar on it to make it look nicer. I don't know. I know that may sound silly, but cedar's super cheap, and you can use the fence posts and, you know, just saw off that pointy piece. But anyways, you can use the fence posts, and I thought about just doing one here and then a crisscross and then one across there, and eventually going up with it. I'm not sure though. I even thought about doing like paneling or trellising and then going from there. And I'm part of a waterfowl Facebook group, Waterfowl of Pennsylvania Facebook group, but they suggested vanilla scented car trees for flies and whatnot. We've had it in here for 2 hours, and I see a complete 180, crazy difference. So that's awesome to me. And then I drained the pond and then made a little setup for them in here. Eventually I'd like to get a larger pond, but this works for them. They just like to dunk their head and play around. Are you looking at me? And then I talked about that Milwaukee pump to get the water out. So it's just standing in the water, and it pumps the water out into your hose, and then you can, you would get a separate hose, and then you can use it like a hose for your garden beds, which is really where I wanted to go with these, thinking, I don't know, maybe some garden boxes, 4 across and then another 4, maybe making 8 total, and then hoop house trellises, something like that. I'd love to utilize this space eventually someday, but it's just not in the cards. Whenever I show it on camera, it doesn't look like it's steep at all, but it's super steep, and it would be difficult to install that on a budget. So we're going to leave that be for this season and see what we can do with gardening here, and then going from there. So this is Squints and Wendy, if you didn't know. And the baby ducks in there are Lucille and George Michael, and you can drop down in the comments if you know that TV show. It's one of our favorites. And then the turkeys, I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of leaning towards Morticia and Gomez, but it depends. We don't know if those turkeys are girls or boys, although one was strutting, so I'm thinking maybe a male, which would be awesome because that's who I wanted for predator protection. And then another thing, these sapphire gems were in with the olive eggers, and one of my sapphire gems kind of looks like an Easter egger right now, which would be great because then we would have all different kinds of colors of eggs. But it's very interesting. I see that the chicks are trying to perch and someone has shut the door, so I think they are needing some rest and they're saying, what the heck? And then this rock back here has been great just to have some natural grit for them to pick at. And then I ordered some diatomaceous earth, some food grade diatomaceous earth that I think will be nice for a little dust bath with them. I like to mix it with some local soil and put some beneficial herbs in there like rosemary and things like that. But I wanted to show you the back of the coop. And then the goal is to just put roofing on here and extend it so the rain kind of comes out, and then maybe even close the back. I wouldn't mind the back being closed. There would still be airflow, but just so you're not really seeing this mess from the road. And I say that lightly. It's not really a mess, but you know what I mean. So I don't know. The back here is really where I was going to put the coops. I have one more coop coming. So this coop, just picture it right here. And I'm going to cut a hole here for their roost to go in at night. And then I was thinking for this run right here, just adding it to the side here, opening up this panel, adding it to the side, and that could be the ducks pond or whatnot. I'm still undecided if I want to separate them entirely, which would mean kind of just like drawing a line almost halfway down, and then the turkeys would probably go with the chicks, but you never know. I might have them free range because they would come back, so we shall see. But it's looking good. I thought I'd give you a little update, and I don't know, I'm proud of myself. I don't know how many months pregnant, but this was a little trickier than I thought it would be, and my hands are dirty and all, I don't know if it will focus, yeah, all cut up and dirty, but that's all right. Because I feel like we got a lot accomplished and my son and I got to bond while building this here coop. So I will link it. Again, I really do feel like it's affordable and they have like payment options. I'm a sucker for that. Like, I love Afterpay because I don't see the harm in it, and it's a credit builder too. So if you want to put a little bit down on something, check out those, those apps, I guess. I'm not trying to give financial advice, but whenever I need something and I can't afford it, I Afterpay it, and I've paid it off in a month, and I don't know, it boosts my credit a little bit. So I think it does. I don't know. Someone's going to come in here like a bat out of hell and correct me, but yes, here it is. And happy Mother's Day to all, because this was my finished off Mother's Day here. I have my iced tea. I have this going to recycling, and the kids and my husband got me this. I don't know. I think it's a Angelonia. I'm not sure. It reminds me of lupine, some sort of like maybe even a foxglove family. It's really beautiful. I just put it in some Pro Mix and it really perked up. And then all of our others, nasturtiums, doing well here. I have blackberries and raspberries. I'm going to put a copper pipe straight through that and see if it kind of bushes up and gets tall. And then I have my zinnias here. My squash are looking pretty fine. And then I also have, some sort of herb there. And that is a hydrangea. Susan, I believe you are right if I am saying your name correctly. Suzanne, whatever you would like to be called. But yeah, that is a hydrangea, so super excited. Here are my seedlings right now. Basil. I have some sage there. And then I did plant some of my Baker Creek just to see how that goes. And then over here, oh yeah, there we go. There's some more squash that came through. Some more herbs. And then whatever's going around here. I don't label anything. I just like the element of surprise, I guess. And then, of course, Our screen broke again. Fun little surprises about the house, but another beautiful night. Hope you didn't get dizzy from that little walkabout, but wanted to show you what's going on in here. So this is the setup from, where we are right now. I'd love to move this back, but we have a brick pile there, and that would just be a lot on me right now. So right now, this is the setup. It's looking good. I can see the garden from here, which is really nice, and I'm super excited and out of breath. Alrighty, we are in for the night. I thought I'd show you the easiest dinner ever that I've been on repeat after baseball, because I don't know. It's late. They're late practices, late games, and I just never know what to do. So I find some sort of cheesy gnocchi. I can find them really anywhere. This is frozen from Whole Foods. I just do some peas. This doesn't have like the worst ingredients, but doesn't have the best. It could be better, but I really love that creamy sauce because of the gorgonzola. So I mix these two things together, maybe like half of the peas, and then I also do just something on the side. Ground beef cooks up quick for us, and I got that deal at Giant, $12 for about I don't know. I got 7 pounds out of it, probably more like 6 pounds, but I thought that was awesome. So I divided it up and froze some, and then this is just one of the pounds. That's why maybe we'll say 6, just because someone's going to correct me. I put Worcestershire on there, bunch of seasonings, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, chili powder. I just serve this on the side. You can make little patties with this and make Salisbury steak, but it really doesn't matter. And then sometimes I do like a sauerkraut or I don't know, something pickled on the side. And then I also do some fruit and call it good. Dinner in like literally 10 minutes, or if you put this in the oven like I do, then it takes like 25. But if you put it in the microwave, you could do it in 10, which I think is good. So I'm going to go put this on the azaleas. I save all of my coffee grounds for various things in my household. Let me know what you save your coffee grounds for, unless you don't. In that case, you should, because there's so many benefits of them. But I'm excited. In the last video, I did show you my little lily vase here, and they're coming out. I gotta be careful though, because when lilies start to fall, it will fall on this white and make a stain. So yep, have it here with my little amethyst while I look out and do some dishes. Alrighty, so not the prettiest, but we have a fiber, we have a veggie, we have some dairy, and we have protein. So it's delicious, it's super easy, it comes together quick, and the kids like it. So yay, a win.
I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine. We'd roll in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark, hoping to find somewhere we can